The most important sort of factor or consideration when listening to a Haydn piano trio, as the Eggners will play it, is that idea of texture. That idea of when are the string players playing and when aren't they playing? When is the piano doing something really quite special and intricate and eclipsing the string players in what they have to do, and when isn't the piano centre stage? So it's that contrast of texture and balance that can lead a listener to appreciation of a Haydn piano trio. But what followed, of course, was the rise of the virtuoso. So Beethoven at the keyboard and so on. And when you get into his later works, the piano parts are really quite hard to play. And that then gave birth to the notion of the concert hall performance, where you put the virtuoso on stage or the virtuoso ensemble on stage, and they then play for a paying audience. So it was this real evolution through the classical period and into the Romantic of the degree of difficulty of the music and who the audiences were for that music and who the performers were of that music. So the piano trio that the Eggners have chosen to perform of Beethoven's comes very much from the earlier part of Beethoven's life. He'd just arrived in Vienna and he was essentially trying to ingratiate himself with the Viennese elite or the aristocracy or the people who had money who could become his patrons. And it's a trio for clarinet, cello and piano, which he himself did a quick transcription of for violin, cello and piano because he recognised that there would be a market, in a sense, for that combination, whereas the clarinet was not so common in those days. It's only 3 movements, so it's not the bigger, more expansive ideas that came later, closer to the Romantic period. And the last movement in particular is interesting because it's a theme and variations. And at that time, any composer worth his salt had practiced the art of writing theme and variations.